Good morning, ma'am.
Recording progress.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. Deepak, mute your mic.
मैम
बोलिए।
मैम एक बार मैम फ्लडिंग को मैम फिर से एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए ना।
आप ही कल मैसेज किए थे।
क्या मैम?
आप मैसेज किए थे। मैसेज आप किए थे फ्लडिंग के।
नो मैम, हम नहीं किए थे मैसेज। मैम मैसेज हमने
अनुप्रिया, I think अनुप्रिया है। I will explain. I'm just coming to that point. I'm just waiting for the students to join.
ओके मैम।
Very few students has come. So children, we were in this topic, conservation of plants and animals, isn't it? So yesterday we were talking that how does this deforestation, practice of deforestation is cutting down of trees on a large scale. So how does it give impact to the, at the domestic level and at the global level? So in that, we have studied about the domestic consequences of deforestation. Now, as we were discussing the different points, one point was, first point was your disrupted river flow. So anybody has got problem in this disrupted river flow?
नो
इसमें
मैम।
कोई problem है?
नो मैम।
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then the second topic was, Anupriya has joined.
Ma'am, she's from 8G.
That I am repeating. Disrupted river flow means due to soil erosion and due to variation in the rainfall. Suppose if there is heavy rainfall, then the river will flow in a proper way, proper path. And if it is decreased, if the rainfall decreases, then the path will be diverted or it will be becoming narrower, जो wider ये उसका path था, so that will become narrower. Why? because the amount of rainfall which is coming to that place will get just it will dry out, or it will just change its path by due to the, and this is disrupted river flow means that when we are having decreased rainfall, then the either the soil erosion will also take place. Soil erosion means the dry area will be washed away easily, or it can also change its path. Narrow path it will take, and that is known as disrupted river flow. Then comes the flooding. Flooding, now question was that how does the flooding caused by deforestation? This was your question, na? यही क्वेश्चन था ना आप लोग का?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
तो
Yes, ma'am.
क्वेश्चन ये आप समझो कि what is the trees or plants doing on a large scale? We are talking about the forest. So अगर मान लो forest में thousands and thousands of trees है, तो अगर rainfall होता है तो large amount of it is absorbed, and it is a way to absorb the rainwater and send it to the ground level. अगर मान लो कहीं भी कोई रुकावट नहीं है, कोई पेड़ पौधा नहीं है, तो where will it go? Where will the rainwater go? It will not be allowed to seep properly. वो integrate नहीं होगा, infiltration नहीं होगा, and it will just move on from one place to the other on the upper level. तो उसको obstruct करने वाला कोई नहीं ना है, उसको रोकने वाला कोई नहीं है, क्योंकि वो एरिया पूरा क्या हो गया है, barren हो गया है. It is a blank. And if that area is full up of trees, if it is full of plants, vegetation, then what will happen? A part of it, percentage of it, a large amount, अगर trees large amount में है, तो absorption क्या होगा? Large amount में होगा या less amount में होगा?
Large amount. ma'am.
Large amount.
Large amount में होगा, और कहीं ना कहीं उसको barricade करने वाला, उसको रोकने वाला, उसको accumulate करने वाला जो हमारा पेड़ है, trees है, that is not there, and that is why it will turn into flood and it will move away in the way they are going. और वो rivers में सीधे carry हो जाएंगे, और rivers का क्या होगा? Level, river level will increase. और जब river level increase कर जाएगा तो क्या होगा? Flood आएगा.
Yes, ma'am.
Is the point clear?
Yes, ma'am.
देखो जैसे आपका यहाँ एक पिक्चर दिया हुआ है बुक में, देख रहे हो? यहाँ पर सारे पेड़ को काट दिया गया. अब आप देख रहे हो only one tree is there and the whole area is becoming vacant. अब यहाँ अगर बारिश होगी तो क्या होगा? उसका सारा पानी कहाँ जाएगा? नदियों में जाएगा. It will flow ultimately into the rivers because nothing is there to absorb. बारिश जब होती है तो ग्राउंड वाटर लेवल भी इंक्रीज होता है ना.
Yes,
तो
ma'am.
वो इसके थ्रू होता है. How it is absorbed? By the help
of trees. By the help of trees.
हाँ, soil and trees also. तो ये क्या करता है? एक बांधने का काम करता है. It binds up the soil also, and it binds up and helps in absorption of the water. But there is no tree. कोई ट्री नहीं है, और लार्ज स्केल इंडिस्क्रिमिनेट कटिंग हुआ तो पानी जो बारिश वाला आएगा वो अपर लेवल से कहाँ जाता है? लोअर लेवल में.
Lower
It is
level.
coming from upper level to the lower level. So what are the lower level? Lower level are your sea, rivers, oceans. That means the erosion will also take place, and the sea will be full. उसका जो all the soil will be washed away to the lower level. और लोअर लेवल पर क्या करेगा? सी के जो डेप्थ को कम करते जाएगा, और जब सी का डेप्थ कम होते जाएगा तो पानी क्या होगा? गहराई में ना जाकर ऊपर आएगा, और ऊपर होने के कारण वो कहाँ फैलेगा? इट विल जस्ट स्प्रेड आउट इन द फील्ड्स. वो फील्ड्स में स्प्रेड आउट करेगा. इज इट क्लियर चिल्ड्रन?
Yes,
This
ma'am.
topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Drought was clear. Drought
Yes, ma'am.
कैसी होती है ये बताओ? क्यों ड्राउट होगा, कैसे ड्राउट होगा बताइए।
मैम
अगर
इसमें जो
clear
मैम
है तो बताओ।
यस मैम जो इसमें मैम जो लैक मतलब ये था ना मैम जो लैक ऑफ ट्रीज दैट विन द सॉइल मैम वही वाला टॉपिक मतलब कि समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि डिफॉरेस्टेशन मतलब कि कम होगा तो मतलब कैसे फ्लड कैसे आएगा, यही मैम समझ में नहीं आ रहा था।
तो अब आया, अब समझ में आया।
यस मैम।
तो अब क्या हमें मेन रीजन क्या बताए, ये तुम बताओ।
मैम आपने बताया था कि अगर डिफॉरेस्टेशन मतलब कि अगर डिफॉरेस्टेशन लार्ज स्केल पे होगा तो मतलब सारा पानी जो फ्लो हो जाएगा रिवर और सी में, और रिवर और सी में हो जाएगा तो फिर से वो वाटर सी के अपर लेवल में आके हिल्स मतलब कि हिल्स में जाकर फ्लड सकता है।
हाँ, और एक पॉइंट आप मिस कर रहे हो, वन पॉइंट यू आर मिसिंग, that when this trees will be cut on large scale, जब large scale में cutting होगा तो trees जो absorb करता है पानी को, whatever it is absorbing, that absorption will be not there, और कोई obstruction नहीं होगा water को flow करने में, तो water directly कहाँ चला जाएगा, रिवर
सी
और
और
ओशियन
रिवर
में,
में
seas
River
में।
and ocean. See.
हाँ, और जो सॉइल है उसके साथ वॉश्ड अवे होगा इन टुवर्ड्स द लोअर लेवल। अब जब सॉइल लोअर लेवल पर जाएगा तो ओशियंस और सीज का जो डेप्थ है वो कम होगा या ज्यादा होगा,
कम होगा।
कम होते जाएगा क्योंकि वो भरते जाएगा, इट विल गेट फिल्ड एंड देन अल्टीमेटली जो बारिश का पानी आएगा वो क्या होगा, ऊपर फील्ड्स में एक्सपोज होगा और दैट विल कॉज फ्लड, that will, in that way the flood is caused. Now I think the point is clear to all of you.
यस मैम।
Yes.
Now अब ये एक क्वेश्चन है, now a question is there that how is deforestation causing drought, drought कैसे cause करता है, ये टॉपिक भी क्लियर कर लो तुम लोग। किसी को जो इसको समझ में आया है वो बोलो।
Large amount of carbon dioxide leads
तो उससे तो
Resulting
पॉल्यूशन
global
हो जाएगा, अगर पेड़ कट जाएगा तो एनवायरनमेंट में जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है वो एब्जॉर्ब नहीं होगा, ठीक है, ये भी है। और ड्राउट कैसे होगा,
when we cut the trees, the carbon
हाँ,
dioxide
बोलिए।
is produced in the atmosphere, which leads to the global warming. That is the increase in the increase in the temperature of the surface of Earth, and that disturbs the water cycle. And due to decreased rainfall, drought occurs.
हाँ ठीक है, एक पॉइंट और आप लोग सुन लीजिए, we just listen one more point, that when there is deforestation, children, lots of water is released in transpiration method. जो पानी absorb होता है, water is absorbed by the plant, we release it in the form of sweat, the plants release it in the form of transpiration. They release the water through the leaf surface. लीफ सरफेस से बहुत सारा पानी वातावरण में जाता है थ्रू इवेपोरेशन, एंड व्हेन दिस इवेपोरेशन इज एडेड विद द नेचुरल इवेपोरेशन, तो वो क्या होगा, अगर ट्रीज कम होगा तो इवेपोरेशन ये जो ट्रीज से हो रहा है दैट विल बी लेसन, वो भी कम हो जाए, तो दैट इज ऑल्सो अ फैक्टर फॉर ड्राउट, वो भी एक फैक्टर है ड्राउट का। इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
मैम। यस मैम।
Yes, ma'am.
कोई क्वेश्चन है तो पूछो, इफ इट इज नॉट क्लियर आई विल
Ma-
रिपीट इट।
Yes, मैम एक जैसे अगर टेम्परेचर अगर इंक्रीज कर रहा है अर्थ सरफेस का तो इवेपोरेशन भी ज्यादा होगा वाटर का, तो मैम इस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से तो रेनफॉल इंक्रीज होना चाहिए ना, तो मैम वाटर को कहाँ पे मतलब प्रॉब्लम अकर हो रहा है कि वो उसको रेनफॉल होने में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है।
रेनफॉल, क्या क्वेश्चन आपका क्या है, व्हाट इज योर क्वेश्चन, एक बार और बोलो।
मैम अर्थ का जब कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड अर्थ में बढ़ेगा तो टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा, तो उससे इवेपोरेशन ज्यादा होगा वाटर का, तो मैम उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से तो रेनफॉल ज्यादा होना चाहिए। तो मैम यहाँ पे
टेम्परेचर भी तो होना चाहिए।
नहीं, वो रेनफॉल ज्यादा क्यों होगा? इवेपोरेशन वो तो अलग पॉइंट है। दैट लेवल ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड दैट इज इंक्रीज, दैट इज कॉजिंग ग्लोबल वार्मिंग। तो टेम्परेचर ऑफ द अर्थ इज इंक्रीजिंग। तो टेम्परेचर जब अर्थ का इंक्रीज हो रहा है, और अब हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट पॉइंट। वी आर रिड्यूसिंग द this plant, then carbon dioxide is absorbed less. लेकिन अगर हम इस पॉइंट से कोरिलेट करें उसको, कि अगर मान लो इवेपोरेशन हो रहा है, तो जब भी टेम्परेचर ऑफ द अर्थ ज्यादा होगा, तो इवेपोरेशन और कंडेंसेशन एक रेगुलर साइकिल है। इट इज अ रेगुलर साइकिल जो कि एक दूसरे पर डिपेंडेंट है। तो अगर मान लो वाटर ही नहीं रहेगा सरफेस ऑफ द अर्थ पे, तो वो इवेपोरेट क्या करेगा? तो प्लांट क्या करता है, लोअर लेवल को भी, लोअर लेवल के वाटर को भी एब्जॉर्ब करता है, क्योंकि उसका रूट्स जो है वो बहुत डीप पेनिट्रेट करता है। अगर टेम्परेचर ज्यादा भी होता है अर्थ का, तो वो ट्रांसपिरेशन प्रोसेस इज नॉट स्टॉप। लेकिन अगर हम पेड़ ही काट देंगे, तो तब तो ट्रांसपिरेशन प्रोसेस स्टॉप हो जाएगा ना। टेम्परेचर अगर ज्यादा होगा, इट विल गो डीपर इनटू द सॉइल, द रूट्स विल गो deeper into the soil to take the water from there and then carry out the process of transpiration. लेकिन अगर पेड़ रहेगा ही नहीं, तब ट्रांसपिरेशन होगा?
नो मैम,
तो नहीं
No,
होगा।
ma'am.
लेकिन अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि टेम्परेचर ज्यादा हो जाएगा ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के कारण, तो वो कैसे ये ड्राउट क्रिएट करेगा? उसका इवेपोरेशन ज्यादा ये होगा। तो आपका ये पॉइंट, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट पॉइंट ऑफ ग्लोबल वार्मिंग। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ट्रांसपिरेशन में लीड टू ड्राउट। तो ये जो इवेपोरेशन मेथड है बाय द ट्रीज, दैट इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी you can say important fact, that is adding to the evaporation of the surface of the, from the surface of the earth, and that is cooling the, and that is those water droplets are getting accumulated inside the clouds, and then they fall down as rain. Water droplets accumulate हो जा रहा है, तो जब accumulation होता है तभी ना condensation process के कारण rainfall होता है।
Yes, ma'am.
So when it is accumulating, so that is helping in accumulation. Transpiration is helping in accumulation. अगर transpiration होगा ही नहीं, पेड़ को आप काट ही दो, तो transpiration तो होगा ही नहीं। अगर वो रहेगा, तो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के कारण ही टेम्परेचर हाइक होगा। तो सबसे पहले तो अगर पेड़ रहेगा, तो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग कम होगा। अगर रहेगा तो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग कम कैसे होगा? क्योंकि वो ज्यादा कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एब्जॉर्ब कर लेगा। मोर नंबर ऑफ ट्रीज विल एब्जॉर्ब मोर अमाउंट ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड। So if it is absorbing more amount of carbon dioxide, then in the same, at the same time transpiration will be also be benefited. तो दोनों वे में trees जो है वो benefit कर रहा है, तो वो drought का भी एक कारण है। This is the fact. और कोई क्वेश्चन?
No, ma'am.
यहाँ पर जो आपका लिखा हुआ है, fewer trees means more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This leads to global warming, that is increase in temperature of the earth, in turn disturbs the water cycle. Means global warming हो रहा है क्योंकि हमारे पास number of trees कम है। अब number of trees कम है तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की मात्रा ज्यादा है, लेकिन इन द सेम टाइम अगर हम ट्रीज प्लांट करते हैं तो वो एब्जॉर्प्शन भी करेगा और आपका ट्रांसपिरेशन भी होगा। तो अगर ट्रांसपिरेशन होगा तो हमारा एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स विल बी मोर इन द क्लाउड। अब वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स मोर एक्यूमुलेट करेगा तो रेन शावर विल बी ऑल्सो मोर आफ्टर कंडेंसेशन। Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, और किसी पॉइंट में कोई डाउट नहीं है?
No, ma'am.
Any more point that you have any doubt? Please tell. So domestic consequences, what are the points? Disrupted
Ma'am,
river flow, flooding,
क्या होता
drought,
है?
plant
Ma'am,
and
Rocky,
wildlife extinction, displacement of forest dwellers, scarcity of forest product. If question comes on this point, this topic, you will have to explain all the topic. ये long answers में आता है question. Then global consequences, climatic change, desertification and ozone depletion. So any confusion in this these points?
मैम रॉकी लेयर्स का मतलब क्या होता है?
क्या?
रॉकी लेयर्स मतलब डेजर्टिफिकेशन मैम, जो एक
Rocky
मैम
layers, children, rock भी रहता है ना soil में. आपको soil का composition पता है या भूल गए 7th में जो पढ़े थे? What are the
याद
different
है.
layers of the soil? Humus
Top
होता
layer
है.
of soil,
A
solid
horizon,
layer of soil,
A
top layer of soil.
horizon.
हाँ. O horizon, A horizon, B subsoil, ये सब याद है ना? Subsoil layer,
Yes,
then
ma'am.
rocks.
Yes,
तो
ma'am.
अगर मान लो ऊपर वाला
Yes,
layer
ma'am.
washed up हो गया, if it is getting washed up, then what will happen? The
Humus
inner
content
layer
will
of the soil, which consists of mostly rock pieces, that will be shown. वो ज्यादा दिखने लगेगा.
That will be exposed.
Rocky layers are exposed. Exposed का मतलब दिखना. It is visible. Clear? Should I move to the next topic?
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now, today's topic is conservation of forest and wildlife. We all know that conservation means protection, preservation, management or restoration of wildlife and of natural resources such as forest, soil, water, and this is known as conservation. Then variety of life. It is not only that the plant and human being is there on the earth, but there are so many life forms which are existing on the surface of the earth, and those along with plants and other beings, that is referred to as biodiversity because it is concerned with the living component. जितना भी हमारा component है, जो living component है, they along with your ecosystem that I will talk, that is known as biodiversity. जितना भी variation, that is known as biodiversity, and this biodiversity plays a very important role in functioning of food chain and food web. Food chain और food web आप लोग class 7th या 6th में पढ़े हो? 7th में I think.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Ma'am, fifth.
So what does it do? Food chain का क्या काम है? It maintains a ecological balance. Ecosystem में एक balance करता है. And children, how many types of ecosystem can be there?
2 types.
Water. हाँ, water में भी एक pond ecosystem भी हो सकता है. Then on the surface of the earth, soil. So these all are different areas where the living components are distributed, and they are affected by the non-living component also. कौन सा non-living component है? They are your soil, air, water, temperature, humidity. तो हम लोग पढ़े थे. Abiotic component we had studied. And
The relation, ma'am.
form the
the-
ecosystem. तो biotic
the-
component किसको बोलते हैं? What are biotic component?
The components which are
Living components in the world.
Component is known as biotic.
Living components.
हाँ, जो living component है उसको biotic component बोलते हैं, and those components which are non-living, which are present in the ecosystem, that is known as abiotic component. Then here human activities that is causing a large scale destruction in plants and animals, and this is affecting the function of several ecosystems. Now children, if we are talking about a pond ecosystem, अगर हम pond ecosystem की बात करें तो उसमें अगर मान लो उस ecosystem में, उस pond में, particular pond में आपका fishes बहुत कम हो गया, very less. So will the other component or other beings which are living inside it, so will it be disturbed or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
कुछ
Yes,
चीज में
ma'am.
क्या होता है, एक ऑर्गेनिज्म दूसरे ऑर्गेनिज्म को खाता है, यही ना होता है. Like herbivores are
Yes.
eaten by the lower carnivores are eaten by the higher carnivores, and so on. It is carried out like that. Like suppose कर लो pond में जो algae है या green plants है which are surviving in water, that means the aquatic plants. They are eaten by the small ones, small tadpoles or insects. और उसके बाद these frogs, they are eaten, small frogs, eggs of frogs, they are eaten by fishes. The fishes are eaten by the snake, which are surviving in the water. So all these create a ecosystem. अगर एक species को उसमें से पूरा खत्म कर दो, you just kill all of it, what will happen? The whole ecosystem which was there, that will be disturbed, because the snake will not get the sufficient amount of fishes, और वो तब क्या होगा, वो मरने लगेगा, because it is not getting food in and that ecosystem will be. Now who is talking in the class?
Avneet,
Shubh Narayan and Deepak. Now after that, this preservation of species of their habitat is important for ecosystem to function, and conserving biodiversity is very important, as each group of organism has its own role to play. सबका अपना अपना role होता है play करने. If the deer in a forest are killed, the population of lion will also decrease as they will not get sufficient food. These are the examples. Now, Government of India is setting up biosphere reserves, national parks and wildlife sanctuaries in different parts of the country. So what effort is the government doing to preserve it? This forest and wildlife, they are doing to preserve the biospheres by building biospheres, national park and wildlife sanctuary. They are trying to preserve. So children, till here, any points are that you are not understanding?
No, ma'am.
Then here, do you know, the ecosystem is mentioned. Ecosystem is a natural unit. It consists of plants and animals and microorganisms in an area functioning together with all its physical factors of the environment. When we talk about ecosystem, कोई भी ecosystem की बात करेंगे, so we will talk about the living as well as the non-living component. So, and what is a species? What is a species? Species किसको कहते हैं? An organism which can interbreed freely under natural condition to produce fertile offspring. Those which can produce offspring among themselves, they are known as to be the species of the same kind.
Prajati.
Organisms producing more of their own kind.
Prajati.
Organisms producing more of their own kind.
To produce more of their own kind. And those which produce among itself, they are considered to be one species. जो एक community के साथ offsprings प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं, they are known as the of the same species.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
biosphere, it is a international conservation design. ये international conservation method है जिसमें यूनेस्को और ये वर्ल्ड the world network of biosphere is a collection of 669 biospheres reserves in 120 countries. That means a world record is there, that how many biospheres are there and how many countries are participating in it. And what is its work? Its work is to promote and demonstrate a balanced relation between the man and the biosphere. The Indian government has established 18 biosphere reserves. Indian government 18 biosphere reserves. India. So this is the whole, you can say, data of biosphere reserves. 10 of these 18 biosphere reserves are part of world network of biosphere reserve. इसमें से जो 10 है वो इंडिया का कंट्रीब्यूशन है वर्ल्ड नेटवर्किंग में बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व्स का. और some of the names of these biospheres are your Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve, Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve, Sundarban Biosphere Reserve, and Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve. So these are the different names. So this chapter is children based on fact. Fact पर based है. इसको एक बार आप लोग read कर लो. Read it. Conservation of forest and wildlife. Anybody?
The conservation of forest and wildlife, the protection, preservation, management of or restoration of wildlife and of natural resources such as forest, soil, and water is known as conservation. The variety of life on Earth is commonly referred to as biodiversity. Biodiversity plays an important role in functioning of food chains and the food webs. In fact, it helps to maintain the ecological balance of ecosystem. At present, many human activity are causing large-scale extinction of many species of plant and animal. This is affecting the functioning of several ecosystems. The preservation of species and their habitats is important for ecosystem to function. Yet the pressure to destroy habitats for timber, illegal hunting, and other such challenges are making conservation a big struggle. Conserving biodiversity is very important as each of group of organism has its own important role to play in the ecosystem. For example, if the deer in a forest are killed, the population of lion will also decrease as they will not get sufficient food. The population of scavengers will also be affected. It is to prevent such situation that the government of India is setting up biosphere reserves, national parks, and wildlife sanctuaries in different parts of India. Do you know? Ecosystem and ecosystem is a national unit. It consists of all plants, animals, and microorganisms in an area functioning together with all the physical factors of the environment. For example, a forest is a natural ecosystem while an aquarium or a field is an artificial ecosystem. Species, a group of organisms that are inbreed freely under the natural condition to produce fertile offspring is called is said to belong to the same species. Biosphere Reserve. A biosphere reserve is an international conservation designation given by the UNESCO under its program on Man and the Biosphere, MAB. The World Network of Biosphere Reserve is a collection of all 669 biosphere reserves in 120 countries. Biosphere reserves are created to promote and demonstrate a balanced relationship between man and the biosphere. The Indian government has established 18 biosphere reserves in India.
और next page में
10 of these 18 biospheres are the part of World Network of Biosphere Reserves based on the UNESCO Man and the Biosphere Program list. Some of these are Nilgiri Bioreserve, Nanda Devi Bioreserve, Sundarban Bioreserve, and Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve. Do you know, a biodiversity hotspot is a biogeographic region which exhibits a high degree of species richness, endemism, and is threatened by avid destruction. They occupy only 2.3% of the Earth's land surface, but are home to more than 50% of the plants and more than 40% of the mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibian species of the world. Currently, 36 such regions have been recognized all over the world. 3 of these are present in India. These 3 regions in and around India are the Eastern Himalayas, Indo-Burma region, the Western Ghats, and Sri Lanka.
So here the biodiversity hotspot is a biogeographical region which exhibits a high degree of species richness. ये hotspot जो है biodiversity का किसी एक particular region में बहुत ज्यादा ही मात्रा में, it is a high degree of species richness. कोई particular species is present in a very large number and endism and is threatened with destruction, but it is in a danger zone. वहाँ वो danger zone में है. They occupy 2.3% of Earth's land surface, but are home of more than 50% of plant and more than 40% of mammal, bird, reptiles, amphibian species of world. Currently, 36 regions have been recognized all over the world. 3 of these are present in India. 36 are that in a danger zone, but 3 which are rich in all these species of animals and birds, and they are a home of 50% of plants, 40% of mammals. So it is very densely populated, but they are in a danger zone, and these regions are in your Eastern Himalayas, Indo-Burma region, and Western Ghats and Sri Lanka. So what we have to do, we have to work more about its conservation, because they are a part and partial of the environment. The environment का एक essential commodity है, because that will also give impact if the particular species or certain varieties of plants or animals are getting just extinct or endangered, then that will also give impact on environment. Now you will say, what impact? I told you that it will disturb the ecosystem, and slowly if the ecosystem is disturbed, then the other organism will also have effect, and slowly and gradually the imbalance will be created in the ecosystem. Now children, are the points clear over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.